So I'll get started. Thank you for attending. This is my album release concert, and my band name, I go by Anchor End, and just released my album today. It's been in the works for about a year. I didn't check, but I think the first song that I wrote on this album, I put a video up almost a year ago exactly. It was definitely in March of 2020 was when I wrote it. So it's been pretty much a year in the making. And I recorded it back in October and finally have the mixes and masters and all of that ready, and it's all posted and good to go. So I'm very excited to share these songs and do them live and kind of just promote it a little bit, and hopefully everybody has the chance to check out the songs recorded. There's a lot more going on in those that I can't do because I'm just a one-man band, but I do have a kick drum down here, which actually was not featured on the album, so that's a little bit of a bonus. So I'll be doing a little bit of kick, a little bit of guitar, a little bit of harmonica, and a little bit of background on each song, because why not? It's a little bit political, we'll get into that, but that's fine. We can learn something too. So this first song I will play, it's called Lie to Me. Funny way we wrote this is we were actually doing a TikTok video of a Beatles song, and I just like randomly wrote it. That guitar riff. And it went from there, but the inspiration for the lyrics to this song are from having watched a Netflix documentary called The Social Dilemma, which I would highly recommend watching. It's about social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the things that we're using here to spend a little bit of time together remotely, but also like the negative impacts that social media has on just like, you know, telling the truth or you know, presenting false media and false claims and all kinds of stuff, which can be very harmful. So that's why I wrote this song. It's called Lie to Me. I don't know what it is you're thinking, but don't say it out loud. Whatever's on your mind, it's probably best to keep to yourself. 'Cause if I don't hold you back, you're gonna say things you'll regret. Gonna give you one last chance to lie to me. We say whatever we want without logic or common senses or consequences. All your belligerent views seem to be rooted in ignorance and opinions. Was it the last thing you told me exactly the opposite of what I just heard you say? This will be over eventually, so don't be on the wrong side of history. You can't believe what you've been told. Everybody's walls are telling different stories and leaning so hard they could fall. Last night you swore your heart was turning black and blue. Starting to feel it too. But if I don't hold you back, you're gonna say things you'll give you one last chance to lie to me. down in the books. That's a lot of me. That's a fun song. Actually, I wrote that one. I had written a couple songs prior to that. And Amanda, she goes, you should write songs that are more upbeat and happy. So that was the upbeat, happy song. Cool. So this next one, it's one of my favorite songs to play. This one, it's called Losing Grip. I wrote it about, it's kind of like weirdly intertwined. There's two meanings to this song. It's about, it was written while I rode a lot of bike over the summer. And I was also running a lot, just kind of like doing activities like I do. But I sweat a lot and I couldn't really hold on to the handlebars of my bike. It was like that bad. So like that was going through my mind. I wrote some of this while I did a bike trip from New Jersey to Pennsylvania. That was my first like 100-mile ride, which is called a century. And along with that, it was during the George Floyd protests and the Black Lives Matter movement, which were just like these massive, massive civil rights movements, bigger than anything in history. And it was like really weighing on my mind, just trying to essentially like figure out a way to use my voice and like share my feelings in music, because that's how I do things. So that's what this song is about. It's called Losing Grip. Losing grip, starting to feel my head slip. What's the point of reaching out? There's nothing tangible to hold on to. Started drowning halfway through this race. 1768. You can watch it all on live TV or stream. Raise a fist up in the air, not sure where to go from here. But what's the point of reaching out? What's the point? Took us centuries to get this far. But this mountain's more like a wall. We can lift each other up or tear it to the ground. Ride this city after dawn, shocked by the signs out on the lawns. But what's the point of reaching out? You may have noticed that I haven't been around. If it's not the first thing that you think of in the morning, then it's the last thing on your mind before you close your eyes at night. You spend every day hurtling over barricades, so what's the point? Losing grip, starting to feel my hand slip. What's the point of reaching out? There's nothing tangible to hold on to. I like that last one. Thank you. So that was Losing Grip. What do we got? I use a capo for all of these songs because it's weird when you play kind of rock folk music that's loud but not too loud. I didn't want to belt everything, so I figured I'd keep it a little light with a capo, because then you can change the pitch. So this song is actually the only one I think that I didn't write in 2020. I wrote this one in 2019. And it was pretty much the only song that I had written for about 5 or 6 years after I joined a band, or after my band had broken up. So it's a little different than the other ones, but it feels good. It's kind of about not really finding your place. It's called Flyover Country. Wrote it while I was flying over Flyover Country, while flying from, I think, California to PA. We'll give this a go. Lots going on here. Every choice you ever made, take another exit on the way. You missing out or just unaware? What do you think they're doing there? Place to live just feels like I'm visiting. I've never found a perfect place to be. Good with directions, but I'm losing my way, searching for some place to stay. Choice you ever made, but take another exit on the way. You missing out or just unaware? What do you think they're doing there? Nice. That was good. I like that. I hope you like that. Song's called Flyover Country. Feels very Bob Ross like. I don't know why. Maybe that's why I called it Flyover Country. Bob Ross, great guy. Cool. Don't need this one for a sec. Next song I'm gonna play is the oldest one that I started writing. I started writing this song 6 years ago. I have like iPhone whatever, like the voice notes app, where I sent my buddy Matt, who is probably here, and helped me a ton with this album. Just like I've been sending him stuff for 6 years pretty much, and he's been giving me feedback. This song is called Move Along. I originally wrote it after my band broke up, and that's kind of what I was trying to make it, that's what the inspiration was for it, and I could never really finish it. And so again, like the whole George Floyd protest thing, like a lot of this album stems from just like the crazy shit that happened in 2020, and that was definitely one of them. And the part of this song was about originally it was like about my asthma and like difficulty breathing sometimes, but then of course it's kind of became part of this whole like hard to breathe, I can't breathe type of sensation, and just like everybody's views on both sides kind of not aligning, we'll say. So that's what this song kind of is about, both things at once, at least to me. Whatever you want it to be, I hope you enjoy it. So this song is called Move Along. Wow, it's so funny. So the whole time I'm through that, I was thinking, I gave the complete wrong explanation for that song. That's fine. We'll come back to that. I'll explain in a bit. All of my songs kind of are about the same thing, so still fits. Still works. This next one, this is one of my favorites. It's the title track of the album. It's called The Fall. Just did a music video about it this weekend, where I explain and kind of show in video form how I transport all of my gear myself. Guitar, kick drum, harmonicas, all the stuff to the local farmer's market, Central Market, and perform on Saturday mornings. I pack it all onto my bike and ride it there. and then have a good time and just perform at the market. So that's cool. Watch the video and you'll get an idea about that. This song's called The Fall because it's about, I was writing it as summer was becoming fall and we were kind of coming back inside and things were cooling down, but politically everything was, again, just a mess. It felt like everything was just falling apart. I couldn't stop watching the news. I couldn't stop scrolling through Twitter and reading the news. It was coming up to election time, so of course it was relevant that I would be following the news. But you know, that's dangerous too. The first song I mentioned was about social media. This one you could say the same, just like the dangers of like scrolling through endless amounts of content. So that's what this song's about. It's called The Fall. Keep time on a clock that isn't ticking as the seasons stop remembering to change. Not sure whether I should prepare for the fall as in autumn or the end of it all. Now that the summer is over, it's getting harder to tune out the news. I've been searching through pages of infinite scroll, hoping to reach the bottom soon. So we sat and watched while it was sinking as the tides came in and washed it all away. If we can't decide what is truth, what are lies, then we'll only get further behind. No one has time to keep waiting. Seems the calendar's already full. Can't even find the time to do all the things that we love, and there's less time for me and you. Thank you. Second half of that song that I kind of failed to mention is about global warming, climate change. Tides coming in, I don't know. Maybe we don't need to get that political in this thing. But it's important. Bill Gates tells us all the time, you need to start thinking about it. So, hey, if I mention it, at least it's on the back of your mind and you can educate yourselves, because I think that's important. Have a look, see what you can do. So this song is called Mouthful, and this is actually the one that I have been writing for many years now. Take everything that I said before that other song and apply it to this one. Band broke up, wrote a song about how I wasn't writing music anymore, kind of transitioned into the whole George Floyd protest thing. And I wanted to figure out a way to write a song and kind of use music as a way to speak my mind. So this song is called Mouthful, and that's what it's about. Okay, yeah, we'll start that one over. Here we go. Sweet. Thanks. Song gets a little weird with the kick because I gotta like switch on the on beat and off beat. We got through it. Alrighty. So this next song, this is a fun story. Remember how we were all quarantined this year? I gotta grab a different harmonica. I'll keep chatting. So, throughout quarantine, I've been writing this album. And I wrote this song about basically being stuck inside and how it's been mostly nice, just being able to stay at home a little bit. I played this song a lot from my front porch. The neighbors across the street and their kid used to come out and watch, and that was fun, getting to do little concerts for the neighbors. And this song is about that, just kind of being at home and spending time inside, spending time at home during quarantine. And it's called Castaway. My mind, the one that helps me cope with everyday life. Don't close the door. It could take months to wash to shore, 'cause I feel more at home now. Try and stay for a while. Yeah, I feel more at home now. Turn out the lights. I'm sleeping through another sleepless night. There's no place to hide. The doors are slamming louder in my mind, but I feel more at home now. I'll try and stay for a while. Yeah, I feel more at home now. Oh man, feeling good about that. I think that was the song I was most worried about. It's a tough one. A lot going on there. So I have one more song that is new. It's called Darkest Before Dawn. And then I have 3 songs that some of you are going to be excited about because they are my old band Shelbyville redone acoustically. And never thought I'd be able to play these songs acoustic, but when you strip it down and turn it into simple chords, it works. So I'm excited to play those too. But this song, Darkest Before Dawn, I wrote, I think, what was this? I think I wrote this after the insurrection, prior to the inauguration. Or maybe it was just after the inauguration, because I remember watching Amanda Gorman, I believe is her name, do the speech, and I just thought it was really incredible. I had already been kind of working on this song, but I thought her speech was really great. It was kind of like a light in the dark kind of moment. So this song's called Darkest Before Dawn. Hopefully you enjoy.
Are you tired of listening to me string words together? I'm tired of everything, 'cause nothing was done, so nothing will change. I know the road seems long, but it is always darkest right before the dawn. Seems like everyone's content being asleep again. Leave a message, you can hear it in the morning. I gathered all my thoughts, then it started to make sense. As far as I can tell, it isn't all about the distance, but I've been worrying. Nobody said that it'd be easy. I know the road seems long, but it is always darkest right before the dawn. Seems like everyone's content being asleep again. Leave a message, you can hear it in the morning. Wishing I could write you lines that didn't let you down. It's always harder without having you around. Seems like everyone's content being asleep again. Leave a message, you can hear it in the morning.
Awesome, thank you. Well, thanks for sticking around. I'm gonna hop over here to these Shelbyville tunes, but plug it again. So check out my Instagram, my Facebook, Bandcamp's where I've got my music posted. You can buy the album there or stream the album there. It's on YouTube, YouTube Music, Spotify. I don't know if I just sound like a super professional musician. Check out my tunes online, or if it's just that easy nowadays. It's pretty crazy how you can just click a couple buttons and your songs are online. It's awesome. But yeah, appreciate it. Let me know what you think. So, first song from Shelbyville, Head Above Water. The song is called Recalibrate and Celebrate.
There's a way around it, even when it surrounds you on every side. So recalibrate, we stay asleep on the outside. This fall will be my hardest, with the weather always changing and lack of conversation. You know I won't let
So that first song, man, that goes way back. I think Shelbyville released this album in 2010, so it's like 11 years old now. Wild. Next song's called Avalon. Wrote it at the beach. This one is going to be tricky on acoustic because it starts out with a solo, but we're gonna rock it.
Trying to leave this behind. You can run and hide, but you can't do both at the same time. I won't waste my time trying to fix this. Wait around, watch it fall apart. Forget about the last time I said to cover up before you say goodnight. And forget everything I say. I just make things up. Take it too far without ever looking back. At least things are looking up now. When will I realize I left everything behind? I left everything behind. I won't waste my time trying to fix this. Wait around, watch it fall apart. Forget about the last time I said to cover up before you say it. I'm trying to fix this. Wait around, watch it fall apart. Forget about the last time I said to cover up before you say goodnight. Before you say goodnight.
Feel the beads of sweat running down me there. Whew. If anybody was taking bets out there at what time during this that I would start to sweat, and it's probably right away, but we'll call it now. 5:54. You're the winner. Oh, and that means one more song. So, thank you all for joining. This last song is called How to Fight Something That Eats Planets, which is irrelevant to the rest of the song or anything about this album. That was back in the days when we were just making up song names. But this song is about a buddy of mine who is here today, Matt Christopher, helped me a ton with this album. And it's just about... it doesn't really matter what it's about, honestly. It's just about friendship. So glad to have Matt around. Glad to have all of you here joining as well. So this will be my last one. This is called How to Fight Something That Eats Planets.
You may never have the chance to do again. toes. Know you're the best on your knees. You feed your lies to those who listen. We'll follow along. If the tides don't come and wash this all away, maybe we learned a little too late. You're still tripping on the bar that we lowered to the ground for you, like everyone before. Stop searching for something we will never ever find. Disappointing end to this already disappointing life. One more person to believe listen. Watch as it all falls apart again. Someday, making an honest attempt to fix this. Someday, maybe we'll be able to leave all this behind. If I try to keep my head above the water, if I try any harder, we're only sinking faster into the flood.
There it is. Thank you all so much. I'm gonna head out. Check out my new album. Streaming everywhere, especially YouTube. That's the easiest place that everybody has access to. So check it out there. Thanks a lot. See you later.